This week, we've been following the success stories of local wildlife rehabilitation centers. We've seen the rehab, but the goal is to release these animals back into their natural habitats.
News 4's Lauren Linahan joins us in the studio to share the last piece of her special series, Wild at Heart. And Lauren, you got to witness a pretty incredible release just a few days ago.
I did indeed, guys. So Kiowa, Riley, and Shelton, a few names we've become acquainted with this week, each animal with an inspiring story. Tonight, we follow Dusty the bald eagle, an animal who was cared for by Big Bend Wildlife Sanctuary, on her journey back into the wild.
We found her up here on the side of the road. We'd been back and forth by her a couple of times, and she was in the ditch, and we knew something was wrong when we found her because she was trying to fly and couldn't.
Farmer James Peacock of Sampson doesn't think bald eagles are an unusual sight in lower Alabama. They often snag catfish from his pond. But Dusty wasn't looking for a quick meal. It appeared she had been hit by a vehicle.
She didn't have any broken bones or anything like that. It was just mostly road rash and a lot of mud that turned into dirt. That's hence the name Dusty, because every time she would try to fly, dust was everywhere.
After looking online, James and his co-worker discovered Big Bend Wildlife Sanctuary, run by husband and wife team John and Terry Morse. He knew finding Dusty help was the right thing to do.
There's no use in letting an animal suffer if you can help it, and something like that's a national bird, the bald eagle is, and it's really important in this part of the area because there's about a few of them around here.
During her 3-week stay, Dusty made a name for herself in her short time at Big Bend.
Feisty. I think the quintessential, like what you would imagine a bald eagle would be, is pretty much what she is.
She comes at you with her beak and her talons, and it's 400 pounds per square inch in each talon, so that's a lot.
But Dusty wasn't trying to ruffle any feathers. She was just ready to return home. After a vet visit revealed Dusty's health was back up to par, she made her case.
I can't wait to get to freedom.
The release is the most phenomenal part. It's my favorite. Because it's so important that they do make it back into the wild. But it makes it even more important that so many people have showed up and to let us know Big Bend is doing everything right.
Over 30 spectators joined Big Bend staff and volunteers for Dusty's release. Staff members were surprised by the turnout, and they say it's encouraging that so many people support their mission.
I think it's good that people are interested. That's a step in the right direction.
John and Terry gave James the honor of setting Dusty free as a thank you for saving her life. As everyone looked on in anticipation, Dusty posed for a final picture and took off.
So whether a descented skunk or the national symbol of our country, from the Florida coast to the heart of the Wiregrass, these organizations strive to conserve species, rehabilitate wildlife, and educate humans to ensure whether the wildlife spend the rest of their life in captivity or return home to their natural habitat, these animals will always remain wild at heart. Guys.
All right, thanks a lot. I really enjoyed her series.
I really did too. I had no idea we had so many resources so close by.
And we've all been inspired by them, that's
No
for sure.
doubt.
Well, if you missed any part of Wild at Heart or are interested in helping the organizations featured in the series, you can find them posted on our web channel, WTVY.com.